Greetings everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinstro the Astro Wolf, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here for my next video. So I was able to get something really cool. So you guys see how we have 480 mysterious warrior medals? That is going to be huge for us. But first we're going to be turning these bad boys into yummy stuff. So now we have 3,210 magazines. We have 106 pure crystals, 25 flower lives, 10 trilliated ices. We have 90 Gaussian alloys. We have 187 of these bad boys, but we can use 80 of them, because why not? That'll give us a little more. So we still have 107 of those, and that'll keep Vega awakened for like 53 days. This will keep my two heroes awakened for about 25 days, so that's still something. But we got the mysterious warrior medals. That's going to be huge. Watch what happens when we upgrade him to rank S. Doesn't he look freaking cool now? And yeah, so now we have another commander at the highest rank, and the more commanders we can get to the highest rank, the better. And if you guys are curious how and why I got that taken care of, I'll show you. By the way, I also have a killer headache, so excuse me if I seem a little spaced out. So, going over the events right now, this is the targeted release. And this is an event that's going to be lasting for about 3 days. So, in this event, it says, limited time targeted commander release event has arrived. Captains can select and release commanders they want. Once a commander is selected, each release 10 times will have a certain chance to grant selected commander. The specific chance can be viewed on the event page. Take note. Targeted release event is only available on the event page and is not available in the warp gate. So, if you go through here to the demon monkey, and you try to do it through here, you aren't going to get, that event commander. But if you go to the targeted release event commander page, then you can, you can actually go to this one, the event page. And what this will do is that this will, let's see, this will give you the selected commanders. Now, this is different every single event. But the reason why I do this is because I want to get all my commanders at rank S as quickly as possible. And the more times that I get this, the more times I get these commanders at rank S, the better. But as you guys can see, all 3 of these commanders I have now are rank S. So and that only took us 131 of 131 release commanders to get this. So 13 total. That is not too shabby. So now we have 3,563. And the only commanders that we need to get to rank S now is this EOA. We need Comet Czar. We need Cassius. And Cassius is going to be huge, going against commanders with a couple of those weird gem sets. And this will actually allow us to hurt them. And all he needs is quick draw. So if I can get him, that's going to allow me to hurt the enemy a little better. We need Star Crusher, Zolodius, Mechanical Puppet, Soul Reaver, Sister Wolf, War Machine, Black Widow, Hancock, and Stella. The rest of these bad boys are all rank S. And look at how awesome they look. Mysterious Warrior actually looks really cool. And as you guys can see, he is now rank S. Satalia is also rank S. And all of these commanders are at the highest level possible. And the reason why I do this, guys, is because I need these awakening materials. And getting the awakening materials allows me to get all the things that I need. Boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Just look at all these commanders. I have 78 out of 81 of these bad boys unlocked. Isn't that insane? But yeah. And speaking of that, I want to go over here, remove this, there we go. Now we did that. We can just attach that back to our dear sister wolf, because I want to get hers to level 10, so that way it'll at least be somewhat useful to her. Sister Wolf has proven to be a huge asset to our success on the field. We have been able to really punish the enemy relentlessly for their use of Reinhardt. And in fact, I can show you guys this. So yeah, I did lose 17 Siriuses, but that's not bad. Yeah, I shouldn't have lost these, but as you guys can see, we are making great job on this. Once we get her to rank S, her ability will be able to be a lot better. Man, that is brutal. And the steam cannon just destroys their, destroys, all of his, special abilities. So, if we just keep doing that, we're going to hurt them really bad. That is nasty. But we need to make sure that we keep getting steam cannon, or else we aren't going to do any damage. And as you guys can see, the hyperspace armor would be hurting anyone else if we were using anything against them. But since oh yeah, I forget that happens. That's such bogus butt trash. But yeah, as you guys can see, we are giving them a run for their money. That's nasty. So that only cost us about 742k meta to heal, and we get about 1 million each day. So really, we actually get a positive on that. And that actually allowed us to do a good job. We got ourselves about 20,660 reputation points. They lost 275,466 hummingbirds. So, in all honesty, for losing that amount of soldiers, that kind of offsets, kind of evens out the loss. So we actually were able to do a really good job. And I have a friend who's going to be helping me make more gear for my commanders, so that way we can be a bit more effective. Very, very, very nice of him to do that. He's a good friend. I appreciate him, offering to do that. Super nice guy, So, yeah, we are getting some awesome stuff set up. And he said that my current setup on Sister Wolf looks really good. So he's very, very happy with that. And that makes me happy, because if anyone knows equipment, my friend does. So he, is looking through my stuff to, give me insight on how to make my stuff effective. By the way, we are, we only have 22 days left, and I am rank 70. And that means we are doing really, really good. And I am hoping that we can get in the top 80. Because if we can stay in the top 80, we can get 30 Geist Stone Fragments, 20,000 gold, 3 level 30 Intellibots, 20 Pure Crystals, 15 Magazine Racks, which will be 1,500, and 15 of these optional resource chests. So that is huge for us. By the way, I had soup earlier today, and that stuff is helping me out a lot. But unfortunately, guys, I'm just going to have to keep taking more medicine as I work through this. It sucks being under the weather, but don't worry, guys, it's just how things are. Right now, there is just, the occasional bug going around, because remember, as temperature drops or rises, different viruses or bugs will be out there. Doing their stuff. So it's not because, you're unhealthy or anything, or you're not. It's just sometimes you get pegged. And it's just how things are. So don't worry about it. Anyway, so we actually won against this fella. So our Rogers build is still MVP. Isn't that amazing, guys? Our Rogers build is just so solid. And that is one of the really big reasons why I'm trying to push so heavily to get the Cyan Shuttle first. Because that will make Rogers, once again, a good commander. Because right now Rogers is a little bit behind, because he does good with the origins, but he needs the front row, because if he can heal his soldiers and kind of regenerate everything, then he's going to be set. And remember, guys, he has Menderbot on him, which will allow him to be effective. So we want to really try to push for that as quickly as possible. Sadly, we lost against this fella, and if I remember right, these guys are almost maxed commanders, so we're going to have no chance against that. But let's see how we do. So we actually lost against that first one, but we still managed to do a good chunk of damage. We lost against that second one because that's overpowered, and we lost against that one again. So we just had a bad time. But if anything, our dear Rogers actually did a fantastic job on that. But yeah, so I am extremely happy with how well we are doing. We are doing a great job. Good. There we go. Mucus. Blech. Anyway, so let's just do a quick little look over all these stuff and just see what we can get. And if there's anything interesting that I want, I'll purchase it. But usually the renewable resources are the ones that I use, and it allows me a chance to stockpile. Alright, take all that. There we go. So even though Rogers is a small-sized commander, if we can get, you know, what is it? Freaking Cyan Shuttle, that means we are going to be set. We're going to be able to do so much. And, you know, that means Rogers is actually going to be able to be a viable commander once again. So going through that event, we actually have only one advanced ender permit left, so we were very close to running out on this. But yeah, I am running a Hancock with SWE gear, strength and weaken effect. Man, I got a pounding headache. But yeah, so this actually works for my Cyrus or the Walkers, and this will allow me to be able to run against infantry builds and stuff like that, so that's going to be huge for us. Well, infantry or Walker builds, depending on what troops we use. So the Cyrus, even though it's only rank 10, level 10 soldiers, they still are amazing. And by the way, I am very close. Yeah, that makes sense. By the way, my dear friend Owl had just unlocked the upgrade for hyperspace level 10. So that is huge. And I'm close behind him. I still need to get, you know, about 50,000, no, yeah, 50,000 more hyperspace crystals, but we are already one and a half times there, so that's huge for us. So I'm very happy about that. But unfortunately, guys, I will show you. Also, great news, guys. I was actually able to get all 9 of these bad boys unlocked. All 9 of these. So now all we have to do is just get this energy module, which will unfortunately put us behind 2,000 hyperspace crystals. But once we get that, we can focus solely on these last 3 abilities, and for our airships as well. That's going to allow the Sirius to be a bit more effective. So that's going to be absolutely huge for us. And that's going to be super freaking awesome. And, yeah, like it is, guys, I'm still working on better equipment for my commanders. I'm going to be working with my friend, and he's going to be helping me get this stuff taken care of. By the way, I also got some fan mail from my good friend, from my buddy, where are you? Guts, his name is Guts. Let's go to his first medal. It's like, hey man, you jumped here. I'm following your vids on YouTube. Love your content. Hope you like Fine Amongst Us. And I commented, I'm not exactly sure how much longer I'm gonna be here. I'm not exactly liking this new planet and just with the way that things are going. So I might be jumping to a different guild just to, you know, deal with things a little better. But yeah, you know, it's very nice that, you know, that I met a fan here. And I actually had someone else on my other YouTube video say, hey man, you know, you filled the void that we have been looking for in the Ark of War community, because there's a person, I forgot what his name was, that posted videos, but they're like 4 years out of date, unfortunately. So since my videos are up to date, a lot of people are following these now, and that makes me super happy about that. But yeah, Guts came from a different area, and he said, I just arrived too. I'm here with my French comrades, so I don't know. I'm probably here for a while. And, you know, unfortunately, guys, just as a reminder, when you jump to a different planet, if you want to go to a different area, you're going to have to wait for 28 days. 29. So I have 25 days, 11 hours, 33 minutes, and 15 seconds left, unfortunately, which is kind of dumb. But I'm going to be going back to server, you know, wherever it is. 1265 maybe, or maybe not, depending on where we choose to go. I think planets. This is a new area, a new server with a whole bunch of really small. Oh my gosh! Look at all these little people. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh, look at all these small little tiny arcs. Oh, everything is so tiny. Oh, look at them. They're so adorable. I remember being this small. Oh, just look at how tiny these little guys are. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, this takes me back. Hi, nobody. Hi. Just look at all these tiny little ships. Look at how tiny they are. They're adorable. I remember being this tiny like almost 6 years ago. And yeah, like that is insane. And now I'm this big boy right over there. This big chunker, like 100 times my size, or even 1,000 times my size. Like it's ridiculous. And yeah, guys, I am almost at 300 million power. So we are actually becoming a lot more effective on the field, and since I'm running commanders that can actually fight people now, I'm very happy with that. But I'm starting to think maybe running a absolutely massive sister wolf. And the reason why is that a huge sister wolf can hit really, really hard. And if you run the proper stuff with her, you can really mess up enemies. And you know, we were actually doing some tests. To see how well we would do. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out on that. But for against Reinhardt, we did. And this is me using only one Cyrus Furious in each slot. And yet we completely wipe them out. So as long as they don't have canes. So here's the problem, guys. I want to show you. So I need to see the canes Verdante. I want links, by the way. Okay, so this is a problem. So this is total soldier tier suppression, right? 5 sets. Receive skill canes Ven TC Radiance from the suit. 100% chance to trigger when battle begins. The enemy forces will be forced into a confused state, unable to activate their plugin skills until the next turn. Can only activate once. That means my sister wolf is not going to be able to run steam cannon. And that's going to be a very big problem. So unless I can get power of lockers, and I'll show you that.
Don't stop asking, my friend.
Which is this. When other types of walker are present, gain debuff immunity for the first round, then revive a certain amount. So that will actually help us out a lot when it comes to our walkers if we manage to get those. I need to get myself Void Skaters because that's going to be the best bet of Sister Wolf being able to do the most amount of damage. And I also want to try to get tier 10 walkers because those also run airship abilities, and those ones will be able to use Scorpio. So there's a lot of interesting stuff that we are going to be working on, and that is what we're going to try to get. But that immunity is going to be huge for commanders like Hancock or Sister Wolf against Reinhardtens or elves with Kane's Virid, wherever that is. So, there is counters to these. So don't get, frustrated or, worried about how you're going to do. There are ways to go against it, and they are not actually too expensive. The cost, the cure is cheaper than the problem. So you guys don't have to worry about it. Let the big players spend all their money on the game. Focus on, Steam Cannon, Power of Walkers, and certain skills that can help you. But don't worry, guys. It's not going to be the end of the world. But yeah, you guys will be able to see some really cool stuff that's on its way very shortly. I'm going to try to post more content as it is released. I've been in contact with the developers, and they said for me to follow along their Facebook page, because that's another place where they release information about the game. So that will allow me to keep in touch and give you guys more detailed ideas and descriptions of the updates. The developers have been going pretty crazy on these updates lately. But I'm very happy to share with you guys that stuff is working out well. So, like it is, guys, if you guys are trying to save money but still move up, if you guys ever see a space supply mission like this show up, spend the money. These hyperspace crystals are going to be absolutely huge and a very integral part of your development. Because not only do you get, certain metals here, you also get wormhole crystals, and you get about 13,000 hyperspace crystals. And hundreds of optional resource chests. So this will be integral when it comes to helping you grow for the least amount of money. So, try your best to get to this as much as possible and see when the next time they release this event. Because if you do this, you only have to, purchase only a couple of times to get, to get the stuff that you need. And like I said, guys, because for me, I already have all the equipment and stuff that I need. And all I really need is another Lucky Knotting. But the Holy Grail is still doing just fine. But I already have all the equipment and stuff that I need for all 5 commanders. So I don't need anything else to buy from the game. I have all Arc holes maxed. I have, all my, other skins ready to go. I don't have that red one yet, but I hope to eventually. And, yeah, I mean, everything is the way it should be. So all I'm just doing now, guys, is just laying down for the long haul and working on getting, hyperspace crystals and just waiting until they release the next supply space station, because the more of these crystals I can get, the better I'm going to be able to do, and the sooner I can get the Cyan shuttle. And once I get the Cyan shuttle, guys, it's going to be a whole new different ballpark, and I'm going to be able to really mess with people. But hey, Galactic Campaign is coming up, So that makes me very, very happy. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to join this one because it's going to be at an atrocious time. But that's okay, you know. I don't plan on staying in this guild for very long. I'm going to be joining my friend Nordy. He's been gone for about a half year, but Nordy's back, and he and I think a lot more alike. You know, I'm still going to be best buddies with my friend Sir Allington, but outside of that, ain't really going to do too much with the other people. So, yeah, just how things are. But, you know, they have me on Discord. I can still keep in touch with them. So the people that I'm buddies with, you know, but I just feel like I need a new and fresh start. The guild has fragmented a couple of times, so I think it's just about time to just jump. But that's okay, guys. You know, you have to evolve as the game evolves, and that's just how things are. So it sucks, but you know, sometimes you have to do what you gotta do. Unfortunately, the Dayquil is running out. That's okay. I have night shift. I have good old night shift. Beautiful, beautiful Mucinex night shift. That stuff will set me up for a while. But yeah, like I said, guys, it's not the end of the world. If worse comes to worse, you know, that's just how things are. It sucks, but you just gotta, you know, evolve. So yeah, just don't let it bother you. Just, you know, keep working on improving yourself. And, yeah, you're going to be able to do great in the game. Just keep your shields up, guys. Oh, and speaking of that, it's my time of night. Don't forget to check your shields and don't get hit. Alright, let's do an eyeball. And an eyeball. Boop, beep, boop. Boopy boop. Boopy 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 boop doo 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 doo. Doo 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 doo. Stay safe. Doo 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 doo. Boop. Beep. Burp. Beep. Boop. Eyeballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then check your shields. Eyeball. I said eyeball. There we go. Now I have my silly little messages with little eyeballs. Don't forget to check your shields and don't get hit. Stay safe. Eyeballs. Anyway, guys, so I do hope that this has been at least somewhat, you know, informative of current events going on and new insight on what I've been learning. But yeah, you know, please continue to enjoy the videos that I put out, guys. Please continue to just have fun and just, you know, I hope you guys, you know, still enjoy all the fun content that I'm working on. You know, this channel is not dead, and it's not going to, you know, this channel is going to continue to grow, and it's going to be awesome. Hello, my friend. I'll talk to you in a moment. But, yeah, anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. This has been Sabin Dmitrov, aka Against for the Arster Wolf. And I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed this informative video. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe, because as soon as we can get to 1,000 subscribers, we can finally start making some money. And thank you guys for just being those awesome subscribers. Thank you for the constructive input that you guys have given me. And thank you guys for just, you know, for just, being supportive and being there with me for, this year and a half of me having this awesome channel. Anyway, you guys stay awesome and always remember, God bless.